A friend is one who knows you and loves you just the same. The author of this phrase, Elbert Hubbard, also wrote a story about Ida Strauss and her death on the Titanic. As a woman, she was supposed to be placed on a lifeboat before any of the men, but she refused to board the boat. "Not I," she said. "I will not leave my husband. All these years we've traveled together, and shall we part now? No," she said. "Our fate is one." Hubbard then added his own stirring commentary. Mr. and Mrs. Strauss, I envy you that legacy of love and loyalty left to your children and grandchildren. The calm courage that was yours all your long and useful career was your possession in death. You knew how to do three great things. You knew how to live, how to love, and how to die. Ask yourself these three simple questions. Have I discovered the key to a full life? Have I learned to love with a full heart? What will I do when one day I face death? These questions, as simple as they may appear, lie at the core of a meaningful life. Elbert Hubbard gives us his perspective on these questions. He said, "One thing is sure, there are just two respectable ways to die. One is of old age, and the other is by accident. All disease is indecent, suicide is atrocious, but to pass on, as did Mr. and Mrs. Isidore Strauss, is glorious." Few have such a privilege. Happy lovers both, Albert said. In life, they were never separated, and in death, they are not divided. Aristotle said, "Friendship is a single soul dwelling in two bodies." If such human love, like Mrs. Strauss, is capable of such great sacrifice, what could you do with devotion and love of this type? How could you influence those around you? In Ida Strauss's story, we see the strength of two united in friendship and in marriage. In the modern song entitled, "I Am a Friend of God," the writer asks the question of God, "Who am I that you are mindful of me, that you hear me when I call? Is it true that you are thinking of me?" Mother Teresa said, "Loneliness and the feeling of being unwanted is the most terrible poverty. Divinely inspired ideas for life has been created so that you might know you never have to be alone." The writer of I Am a Friend of God concludes his song by stating of God, "You, God, call me friend." Today, I want you to know that you have a friend in God. For He said in His Holy Scriptures, "I will never leave you nor forsake you." So, go ahead and take His hand. He's there right now. If you have never felt this love for another human being or this love for God, I want you to go to my website right now, and you will find many tools to help you on your journey.